Hey, happy January, Morgan Hill, my small town with a big heart. We're officially in 2024. Happy New Year. I hope you had a very Merry Christmas with your families. What's been going on with mortgage rates? We peaked out around Halloween, and for 7 weeks, I saw a week over week decrease in mortgage rates, while the last of December, I did see a slight increase, which brought us from breaching the 5% 10-year treasury yield around Halloween to around 3.9% 10-year treasury yield for the first week of January. Now, what does all of that mean for mortgage rates? We've essentially went from around 8% at the peak at the beginning of Q4 all the way down now where I'm seeing rates in the mid 6% range. So rates have dropped around 1.5%. What does that mean for Morgan Hill home prices? Let's get into that right now. But before I do, for a lot of the folks that live in my neighborhood, you're going to be seeing a Warriors calendar delivered to your inbox from yours truly. I hope it's of value to you. You know, I'm a big sports fan. Go Niners. So towards the end of September, I sent out a 49er calendar, and then for this season, it's going to be the Warriors calendar. But let's get into the details of our beloved town of Morgan Hill. So the median list price for those homes that are hitting the market is $1.79 million last time I checked this morning. In December, we were at 1.65. So it's increased around, a significant amount, around $140,000 or so month over month. What does that mean? Why is that the case? That's because we've had a lack of inventory, and because of that, the mortgage rates have dropped. So purchase applications have been up. There's a lot more people out there looking for properties right now. So with that small amount of homes available for sale and more buyers jumping on those homes, we've seen a slight increase in what the list price of those homes are at. Now, the price per square foot calculates out to $620, while in December, we were at $629. So list price has gone up, price per square foot has gone down. If you're curious why that is and what that means, my Calendly link is at the bottom of this video. Book a time to chat with me. I'd love to answer any other questions that you have. I research this stuff 7 days a week, so would love to deliver that value. But let's get back into the details here. The median days on the market, a little bit of a slowdown into the holidays. We're at 72 days right now, while in December we were at 35 days at the beginning of the month. So that's essentially doubled with how long properties are sitting on the market before they get into contract. Price reductions. In December, I had reported 19%, and now at the early January, after a month, we're still at 19%. So close to around a fifth of those homes are entertaining a price cut from the time they put the property on the market to the time they get into contract by a ready, able, and willing buyer. 27 homes were available for sale, while in December, we were at 42. So inventory has continued to decrease more and more. Holiday season, especially January, is a notoriously slow time in the season. Folks are moving around, traveling to see family, and sometimes they put a lot of that home buying stuff on hold. Now, the very, very serious buyers are still out there, but the vast majority of them are going to kind of hold out until around that Super Bowl season in February, and that's when we usually start seeing a pickup in activity. Now, overall, there has been a slight increase in single-family home demand in our town month over month from what I've noticed. So I'll continue to monitor that, and I'll report back to you next month and see how that changes. Now, that was the information for the single-family homes. Let's get into the condos and townhomes now. So for those, the median list price is $785,000, while in December we were at $959,000. So down a bit. Price per square foot calculates out to $618, while in December we were at $563. So median list price has gone down. The price per square foot has gone up, kind of like the inverse effect of the single family homes. The opposite is going on. The median days on the market for those said condos and townhomes, 21 days. So they're sitting on the market for around 3 weeks until they get into contract, while in December we were at 18. So we're up just a few days, not much, just a few days since then. Price reductions, none of them so far has entertained a price cut before they got into contract. That was pretty interesting to see, because in December I had reported 25%. So there were 5 condos and townhomes for sale at the beginning of January, while in December we were at 4. So as you can see, a very, very, very low amount of inventory. So when that happens, when the sample sizes, I like to call it, are so small, the smallest things can have huge fluctuations in the data. So please keep that data that I'm reporting to you with a grain of salt. Just because there's so many small amount of listings to look at, the numbers are going to, jump around a significant amount. There's been an overall decrease month over month for those condos and townhomes from what I've noticed. And, that can be a myriad of things, as I mentioned earlier, with this time being notoriously slow, folks traveling. Hey, it seems like we're going to start seeing some more snow up in Tahoe. So, people might be taking their ski vacations coming up here shortly. Overall, folks, I love Morgan Hill. I live here. My parents live down over here. I love to be able to report this data to you folks and deliver you some value. If you have any questions at all for this information, want me to elaborate on anything, maybe some mortgage forecasts, how home prices are going to be depreciating or appreciation going into 2024, what all the folks that are a lot smarter than me are saying, I'd love to chat with you. Book a time to chat with me at my Calendly link under this video, and I can answer any of the questions that you have. I appreciate you tuning in, and more next month in February. Thank you, folks.